Good evening.
Good evening.
India Lassiter, I'm Dana Robinson.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing good.
All right, so I'm the social worker here at the University Counseling Center, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with our services, but we offer an array of services such as sexual assault prevention, mental health services, substance abuse prevention, just different programs for students with disabilities, counseling, and also crisis intervention.
Okay.
All right, and I've been with the university for about 6 years. I've been practicing social work for about 10.
Okay.
I did want to let you know that whatever's said here stays here. All confidentiality.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that I do have to report if you kind of reflect any type of harm to you or anyone else. I have to report that out.
Okay.
So did you want to go ahead and tell me a bit about yourself? And what brings you here today?
Yes, I currently go to school too. My major is criminal justice, but I'm at risk of not finishing school
Okay.
because I'm having financial issues right now. My boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now, he moved out. He was helping me out with the bills, but since he moved out, I've kind of been having trouble. I've touched bases with my parents. My parents is not trying to help me out. My mom doesn't work. My dad is, the provider of the house, and he's really tight on money.
Okay.
So, I don't know what to do because I feel like I'm about to get put out of my apartment. I don't want to go to my parents' house because I feel like they're going to give me a time limit to be there.
Mhm.
I don't want to, chase my ex-boyfriend down for help because it's obvious he don't want to help because he left.
Mhm.
I haven't been feeling well lately. Throughout my family history, and my mom and my dad suffer with high blood pressure, so I'm kind of feeling like maybe I have that too because of all the stress. So I just really don't know what to do.
Okay. All right. Definitely sounds like you have a lot going on your plate, and it's good to know that you are trying to go to school and pursue your education in criminal justice.
Okay.
So it seems like you do have a lot going on. What have you done so far lately as far as trying to get yourself together?
I've been smoking marijuana because that's what actually relieves my stress. I get sleep at night. I kind of feel like I'm dependent on it now because if I don't smoke it, I feel like I can't get any sleep and I can't function the way I want to. I feel more stressed when I don't smoke weed. But when I do smoke weed, I get in sleepy mode and I just go to sleep.
And how long have you been smoking weed?
For about 3 years now, but I just started to smoke on a consistent basis when all my finances started to go down the drain.
Okay. And are you currently working?
No, I'm getting unemployment. I was working, but I had stopped working so I can focus more on school.
Okay.
But I'm currently in unemployment.
All right. About how much you get a week? Is that a weekly or monthly?
It's monthly, and it's not that much. It varies in between time. It's not enough to hold me for my bills and everything. Plus, I got a car note. It's just a lot.
Okay. So you definitely do have a lot on your plate. So we are starting to see what services we do have available that's going to help you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I do just have a question just so we can kind of get started. So where are you originally from?
I am from Newport News, Virginia.
Okay. Is that where you grew up?
Yes, born and raised.
Okay. How you like it up here in Petersburg?
It's an adjustment. I'm used to going to the beach and stuff like that, but up here, it's a bunch of lakes.
Yeah.
A lot of road work, no sidewalks, but I'm adjusting.
Okay. All right. And what do you enjoy doing on your spare time? If you have any, since you have a lot going on.
I enjoy hanging out with my friends, but all my friends are away. I don't really have a lot of friends here. Not people that I consider my real friends. I hate to sound cliche, but smoking weed, like I said, that's what keeps me maintained. I enjoy art. I like going to art galleries when I do have the time. And that's about it.
Okay. And what would you say the best part of school is for you?
Facilitating groups.
Is that something you enjoy doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
What
I
kind of groups,
enjoy
like.
families, working with students. I just enjoy hearing other people's opinions about things and how they feel about certain things and what maybe I could change about how they feel. So I enjoy that.
Okay. And who would you say your hero is?
My mom.
Your mom. You guys very close?
Yeah. I just wish she was more independent and not so dependent on my dad. Like I said, my dad is the provider.
And has she ever worked, or he's always been the provider?
He's always been a provider. She's always been a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. Is that by choice, or is that what your dad wants?
Both. I would say it's both.
Okay. All right. So the purpose of us meeting today is just to kind of see what we can do as far as getting you back on your feet, because I know you was an excellent student, straight A's. I know your grades are slowly but surely going down, and we definitely don't want to get to the point where you're failing completely.
Right.
We certainly do want you to be able to complete school and also just address your other concerns, such as your health problems, your substance abuse, and also your financial problems.
Okay.
All right. So where would you say you see yourself in about 5 years?
I see myself attending and enrolling into Howard for law school.
Okay.
I want to become a potential lawyer. I want to do drug trafficking. I want to be a lawyer for drugs.
Okay. So I think if you want to do that, you definitely got to stop smoking.
I know, but I gotta get my stress level down first before I stop.
Of course. All right. Now, do you have any dreams you hope will come true someday?
I want a family. I want kids. I want to move to Georgia, the Atlanta area, or maybe Duluth, Georgia, with my husband and my kids.
Okay.
I want a girl first when I do have kids.
So it's like you have it all planned out.
Yeah.
Now, as far as your relationship that you just came out, do you feel that relationship was supplement to situations that you feel like it made it better or it made it worse?
It made it worse because I was used to him contributing to the bills.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just feel like it just kind of made it worse because he just left and he just left.
Have you heard from him?
No, and I haven't been trying to touch bases with him either.
And he hasn't tried to reach out to you?
Mm-mm.
Now, what were your past relationships like?
Cheating.
On what side? Is it his side or has it been on your
His side, and I retaliated like maybe 1 or 2 times
Okay.
because I got tired of getting cheated on.
Okay.
But this relationship, same thing, cheating, and I was threatening to put him out the house, and then he just left. So I'm like,
Do you regret threatening him?
no,
No.
because you're not gonna keep disrespecting me.
Okay, of course. No one doesn't deserve that. Now tell me, how do you feel about yourself?
I feel that I am a phenomenal woman because I'm handling all of this stress. I might not be handling it the right way by smoking weed, but I feel like it could be so much worse. Like I could be doing other things like smoking cocaine. Well, not smoking cocaine, but shooting cocaine. Well, whatever. It can just be so much worse. I feel that I'm very strong. I get a lot of those traits from my mom. I feel that I'm very independent because I'm not depending on anyone to help me. I'm out here trying to get it how I live.
Okay. And what would you say your childhood was like?
I had a pretty good childhood. I was well taken care of. My dad made sure that I was straight. I'm the only child, so I was kind of spoiled. I don't like to say spoiled. I like to say I'm blessed, but he kind of cut me off once I turned 21, so.
Okay. All right. Now, how would you say your family finances were growing up? Were they pretty good?
They were good.
Okay. And what does your dad do for a living?
My dad is a welder at the shipyard.
Okay. All right. So would you say that would you say that it's safe to say that with all that's going on in your life is the reason why you're stressed? Like I know you broke up with your boyfriend and you're
Yes.
currently not working.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I know you say you have high blood pressure. I take it, does that run in your family?
Yes, my mom and my dad has high blood pressure, so I also be stressed because of that, because I feel that, if I do have high blood pressure, I love food, I'm gonna have to stop eating certain things. I don't want to do that. I feel like I'm too young for that.
So have you ever been to the doctor to kind of find out what's going on with your body?
No, I'm scared.
I know we're scared to go to the doctor, but it's definitely always better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
All right, now also I see here that you suffer from headaches and insomnia. How long has that been going on for?
Really since my boyfriend left, and since my professor told me that I might be at risk of staying another year in school. So that's why I said I smoke a lot of weed, well, marijuana, because it helps me go to sleep at night.
Okay.
If I don't smoke marijuana, then that's when my insomnia comes about.
Okay, so now would you say that you're smoking marijuana is the reason why you're leading to overeating?
Yes. Because I be hungry afterwards, and then I go to sleep.
Okay, that's definitely not good. Do you exercise?
Nope.
Oh.
I might need to start, because I heard that exercising is a stress, reliever.
Okay, so I take it that your overeating is the reason why you gain weight.
Yes.
And how much weight have you said you gained?
I was 145 pounds, now I'm 170.
Okay, so about 25 pounds.
Yes.
And that was in what time frame?
That was from September to maybe October 31st. This is when the last time I weighed myself.
Alright, so I know you have a lot going on. What would you say the most, if you can tell me the most important things, what would that be? That you wanna work on?
Maintaining my substance abuse.
Okay.
Maybe trying to focus more on school
Okay.
and graduation. Maintaining my money well, which I'm not bad with spending money. I just feel like I don't have any right now. So when I do get time, I want to work on budgeting and putting this aside for this, for the rent, and just so.
Okay. So you say you wanna budget better once you
Yes.
get back on your feet. Is there anything else that you think you need to work on?
Eating. I need to work on maybe trying to do a little diet, not eating before 9 o'clock or something.
So would you say just your overall health? I know you
Yes.
think you may have high blood pressure. So you
Yes.
would say health. Anything else? That's 4.
My relationship with my father.
Okay. Have you guys ever been to counseling or anything?
No, because he's kind of stubborn. He feel that counseling is not for African Americans, so we might be pulling teeth trying to get him to go to counseling.
Okay. Do you guys ever sit down and just talk one-on-one, or that doesn't necessarily go well?
We have small conversations here and there. My dad is very stern, so that's why I said I'm more closer with my mom. But that
Did
could
your
be
mom ever
something.
try to intervene between you and your dad?
No, because my dad kind of runs everything.
Okay.
So
Does that bother you?
yes, it does. That's why I said she need to be more independent.
Okay. All right. So as far as what's most important to you, you would say number 1 would be the substance abuse.
Yes.
2, your balance in your school. 3 would be your finances. 4 would be your health. And 5, you would say your relationship, especially with your dad.
Yes.
Are you concerned with trying to get back with your ex, or it's pretty much done?
It's pretty much done because I feel like if he'd cheat twice, he'd cheat a third time. So
All right. Okay. So based on the information that we have, we do have some things that we want to work on. So I do have some suggestions that I think will definitely help you in this situation.
okay.
Since substance abuse seems to be a major concern for you, how about maybe you can attend NA meetings?
Okay.
Do you drink as well?
Not really. If I do, it'd be wine.
Okay. So the NA meetings, that's just Narcotics Anonymous, and what it is you just go to like a group setting. I know you like to facilitate, but you're actually in a group setting with
Okay.
other people who have suffered from different narcotics. It could be marijuana, it could be cocaine, it could be crack. I mean, it could be a wide variety of different drugs. It's not all marijuana, but
Okay.
I mean, you pretty much just get together and kind of empower each other to
Mhm.
kind of walk a straight path and to leave the narcotics alone.
Okay.
So I feel like, and I know that there's one, they have a meeting actually at the church, maybe about 5 minutes away. I'm located in Ettrick. And I
Okay.
believe that they meet Wednesdays and Thursdays
Okay.
evenings. Would that work for your schedule?
Wednesdays will.
I think it's like
Wednesday.
7 o'clock
And AM?
PM.
Okay, yes, I can do that. Because I get off work at
And I believe they ask for like $1 donation.
Okay.
But I think you'll get a lot out of that. So that's something that we can definitely set up for you. Now, as far as your school balance, have you reached out to your advisor and your professors to kind of find out where you're slacking or how you can get back where you need to be?
No. I do work studies sometimes. That's why I said 7 o'clock would be good. But work study is really nothing. I don't really make too much. Like I said, it's not enough to hold me.
Okay.
But they offered me work study, so I said, okay, I'll do it.
Well, that's something.
Yeah. So and I get out of there at 5 p.m. so I can be able to make the AA meeting at 7.
Okay. Now, as far as your schoolwork, I know that your grades are going down. Did you want to speak with them as far as catching up on your assignments?
Yes.
And just allowing you extra time if possible. Right. So that's something we're gonna work on there. Now, as far as your finances, how about you maybe look into maybe taking like a financial educating class?
Yes, I want to do that. Yes.
And I could definitely just see what options there is for that. Cause I feel like even though you're not bringing in a lot of money, but I feel like you learn now, it'll kind of help you once you do start working.
It'll help me budget as well.
And as far as your health, you definitely gotta keep in mind that you're no help to anyone else if you're not in good shape.
Yeah.
So do you currently have insurance?
Yes.
You do? And it's free?
No.
How much do you pay? You have to pay a copay when you go to that?
Yeah, but being that I'm not 25 yet, I'm still on my dad's insurance.
Okay.
And it's Anthem.
Okay.
And sometimes I have to pay a copay of like $25.
What about the health facility here at the university?
I've only went there to like turn my shot records in for school.
And I mean, they offer like different testings and it's free.
Okay,
You're
yeah.
paying for it in your tuition, so you definitely might as well take advantage of it.
That's true. And they don't even tell us that we're paying for it in our tuition.
You're paying for just about everything you're getting. I mean,
Right.
some people just don't take advantage of it, but I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like if you think you have high blood pressure, cause I mean, that can lead to stroke. And I feel like once you get to that point, it's really hard to get, turn back around. So I feel like we definitely do need to focus on your health.
Okay.
Okay? Cause I feel like once your health gets better, it'll kinda put you in a better place with everything else.
Okay.
Alright, and as far as your relationship with your dad, I know you said he doesn't like to do counseling, so you don't think he'll be up to it at all, like?
I mean, all I can do is ask him. I can take a no, so.
So I mean, what about you, your dad and your mom, maybe go to like a family counseling session?
That'd be probably beneficial, but it's, my mom will go. I just gotta try to get my dad to go. And
Okay.
he might use the excuse of I'm working or I'm tired or whatever.
Or maybe you and your mom could go one time and she can see how it
Just
is.
gradually
and she can
bring
kinda
my
go
dad,
back.
yeah.
I feel like that'll be helpful also. Alright, so just to kind of go over what we discussed, you are going to attend the NA meetings on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. You are going to enroll in a finance budgeting class that's gonna help you budget your money better.
Okay.
You're gonna go to the health facility located here on campus. Do you know the hours that they're open?
No, I'm guessing they close at 5. That's when everything closes on campus, basically.
Yeah, they're Monday to Friday and they're from 8 to 5.
Okay, yes, I was right.
And I mean, they do have walk-in time, so you can just walk in even if you just have to find out like what kind of services they offer and what they have available for you.
Okay.
But I feel like you should definitely take advantage of that. And as far as your school, you're gonna reach out to your advisor and your professor just to kind of see where you're slacking and what you can do to kind of catch back up. Alright, did you have any questions of as far as what we're gonna do here?
No, 'cause you pretty much explained everything thoroughly, so.
So if you would just sign here, this is just stating that you are agreeing to do all the things that we just discussed.
Okay. So are we gonna have a follow-up meeting?
We will.
Okay.
I would say we can follow up. When do you see yourself attending your first NA meeting?
On Wednesday, when I get out of my work study.
Okay, and what about the health clinic? You know when you're gonna reach out to them?
I might do that Monday in between classes.
Okay, so you say
I have a break from 12 to 1, so I might go like between that time.
Alright, so would you say it's safe that we can maybe follow up like 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, 2 weeks is good. If we can we do it on Wednesday?
Okay. Is this time good for you?
Yes.
Well, let's see, because if you're gonna do NA,
At 7, I got a work study at 5. I go to work study at 12, so we can do it in the morning if you want.
9 o'clock Wednesday
9 is
morning?
good.
Okay, and it'll be 2 weeks from now. I know that you are big into church. Have you ever tried to maybe confide in your bishop or your deacon as far as advice?
I thought about it, but I just didn't want to be judged because of my love for marijuana. And I feel like if I go to them,
smoking marijuana.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like if I go to my pastor, I feel like I'm gonna tell it all. Like I don't want to leave anything out based off of I might get judged. But I
mean, you might do that. Like you might just need to kind of pour out your all and just kind of let it out, because that takes a lot off of us as well.
Yeah.
Just kind of talk about things.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, that's something that I considered, but just haven't made the move yet.
So I know that the finances is a concern. Have you tried to reach out to maybe social services as far as getting like food stamps, Section 8, TANF?
No, I haven't. That's something that I would be interested in because I feel like that'd be a big help, especially in my household right now.
And I mean, you can apply for it. I mean, the worst that can happen, they could say that you don't qualify, but it's free to apply for it.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And as a citizen, you definitely do have that right.
Right.
And also, have you tried to reach out to the financial aid office as far as maybe getting like loans and grants that's available to kind of help you carry through?
No, because I don't like going down to financial aid because they got really bad attitudes, and sometimes my attitude don't be all that great because everything I'm going through. But I mean, I'll definitely do that. I need to do that so I can try to figure out if I can get a grant to finish school to hold me for next semester.
Okay, I mean, you can just go on their website, because I believe their website provides a lot of information. At least if you can start at the website and see what they have, and then you can call them if you prefer not to go down there.
Yeah, and then they don't never answer the phone. It'd be like
That's
zero
not,
calls.
Maybe you can try to be the first one to call. Well, as soon as they open up, you can call.
I mean, it'll say you have 0 calls ahead of you and nobody's still not picking up the phone.
Well, I
can try it, you know.
You can just go
all I
down
can do is try.
there, like just think positive, just think, you're trying to make your way through school and try to make sure you're as stress-free as possible.
Yeah,
And
that's
finances play a lot.
Yeah, that's true. So hopefully I can try to get some grants
Okay.
so I won't have to pay it back.
Yeah, I mean, that's always good. And see what scholarships they have. Do you have any like special talents?
Art, like I said, I like art. I can kind of draw a little bit. So, not saying I don't know if they'll have a scholarship out for that, but it's worth a try.
Okay. And before we close out, I did just want to share with you an EcoMap. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the EcoMap, but what it does, it just kind of highlights, it puts you in the middle, and it just looks at all the influences that you have around you.
Okay.
So just notice that the straight lines indicate that it's a strong relationship, and the squiggly lines just means stressful relationship.
Okay.
So I have you here.
Okay.
So I have your partner relationship, which would be your ex, and I have that as wiggly because it's stressful.
Like a lot of wiggly lines.
It's not that bad. So I have substance abuse here, because I know we're struggling with that.
Okay.
I have health here, and I have some wiggly lines.
Hopefully it can be straight soon.
Hopefully. We have finances, and I have a wiggly line to you, and a wiggly line to your dad, because I know you said he's extremely tight with money.
Yes, he is.
I have the counseling office, 'cause I know you really don't want to reach out to us, and you don't want to let us know all your business, but I feel like the strong line just indicates that we can help you get to where you're trying
That's
to
true.
be.
Okay.
I have church, because I see that you and
That's
your
a
family
strong,
have a
yes.
strong relationship. Education, I have wiggly because it can be stressful as far as the workload, but I have the strong line as well because I know that that's really what you want to do.
Yeah, and I believe that I am going to graduate.
You will. And I have the wiggly line between you and your dad because I know you guys have a rocky relationship, especially around finances.
Okay.
Okay, and I know you and your mom have a strong relationship.
Yes, we do.
Okay, and I also just created a genogram.
Okay.
The genogram just basically just looks at your family history.
Okay.
So I have you right here. You're the only child between your dad and your mom.
Mm-hmm.
I have your paternal side here, which is your dad's side, your grandpa, your grandma. Your grandpa is deceased.
Yes.
And I see that just kind of looking back at your history, that your grandpa's mom and dad is deceased, and they both suffer from alcoholism.
Okay.
My
dad kind of drinks as well.
okay.
Yeah, so I guess he could say he got that from both of his parents.
Okay.
My mom don't drink or smoke.
Okay. And your grandma on your paternal side is alive, and her parents, her dad and her mom, are both deceased. I have here that the dad, your great grandfather, passed away from liver cancer, and your great-grandmother suffered from substance abuse.
Okay, and the liver cancer came from alcoholism because he liked to drink too. So.
And I have on your mom's side, your maternal side, your grandma, your grandpa, your grandma is deceased, and I have that she passed away from lung cancer, and she was a heavy smoker. Okay.
That might be where I get it from.
Okay. And I have here that her mom and dad, her dad passed away from substance abuse, and her mom passed away from high blood pressure.
Okay.
And your grandpa, your great grandpa on your grandpa's side, your grandpa's parents, both are deceased, and they both suffered. Well, your grandpa suffered from substance abuse. I don't have the reason why how your great grandmother passed away here. You remember?
I think it was. I think she had cancer, but I think it was colon cancer.
Okay. All right. So just kind of looking at your.
And she was also very stressed. She was like, she suffered from chronic depression.
Okay. All right. So I feel like the things that you're suffering from now, as far as like the substance abuse and the high blood pressure, it kind of runs in the family. So we definitely do want to look into that before it's too late.
Okay. One thing I didn't get was alcoholism because I just drank wine, and that's occasionally. So.
Okay, well, that's a good thing, and we want to keep it that way. So we want to lessen your stress that you have.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we close out the session, did you have any questions regarding what we went over today?
No, my only question was when was going to be the follow-up meeting so we can.
So we have 2 weeks from today. Today is what is today? The 19th. So I would go with, let's say, December 7th.
Okay. My birthday's.
Okay. That's your birthday?
Birthday's December the 8th.
Okay, that's awesome. I hope you have a happy birthday.
Thank you.
And you're turning 21?
Yes.
Okay. That's a big one.
I might drink a little bit then since I turned 21.
Not a lot, right?
Not a lot.
So did you have any additional questions for me?
No, that's it.
Okay, well, I
Thank
certainly do
you.
look forward to seeing you, and I
I look
hope
forward to
everything
seeing you
goes
too.
well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.